Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. The Vikings have every intention of walking out of today's game with win number 4 on the season. It's the Packers going up against the Vikings.
EA Sports coverage takes us to one of the newest jewels on the NFL landscape, US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
7 yards to go on second down. They find some open field here. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. The slot man in motion right. On third down, it's Powers. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Rodgers going to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They lost 4 there, and it's third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. It's caught. Nelson. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Eluding the pressure right. And some room to work. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Obviously, a big play was needed. And you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
To throw is Rodgers. Left side, it's Dorsett. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
So now it's first and goal. Rodgers now to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right?
And he coughed it up, and the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Despite some fast footwork, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Second down following the run. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know it's the first half, but it's still hard to curb the enthusiasm for that stop. 3rd and 1 and the offense can't get there, the defensive team has got to feel very good about themselves. Great job out leveraging the offense.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Call it a gain of 5, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Back to throw here. Left side caught by Diggs. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now they try the right side here. And he's got some space here. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now let's go!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now let's go!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. And he puts it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Look at the spin. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff. They've got it 1st and 10 inside their own 20-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Throwing on 2nd down. Looking deep downfield. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Here we go now.
Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. And to give this time to the tailback.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. But at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there, hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And his kick is right through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet. And
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Escaping and this is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On play action. Now Rodgers. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The old connection, Rodgers to Nelson, getting Green Bay a first down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Rodgers to throw on second down. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They run the counter now on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard! Let's go! Green! Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go!
He'll look to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And he fires one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he's got room. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw, it's Rodgers. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Watching that, Barney, Barney. Set, blue, landing.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Now a handoff looking right. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 49. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on 4th down, here's Matt Darr to kick it away. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. An update from Denver, and it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 17-yard line. And now the Packers get set to go. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. So a big play there running right. The D-end couldn't get out. They couldn't stop him. It was the offense setting the edge and getting the big gain.
Yeah, essentially when you're the defensive end, when they talk about setting the edge so the offense has to bounce it one way or the other, instead, that edge was actually rounded off by the offense and continued deep down the field.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. So certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Montravius Adams in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz.
And the pressure gets to him again. Montravius Adams in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Green, 39. Green, back 99, Philly. Here we go. Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep for Diggs. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Come on, let's go.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Come on, let's go.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. So now facing a 3rd and 16 following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction.
Good. All right, now look at 57. Detroit.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Here's Rodgers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll halt play here for an injury as Christian McCaffrey is slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Rodgers. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. On first down, Rodgers. Another run, this time McCaffrey. Oh, look at that. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On third and long, it's Rodgers. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Back to the ground attack here is McCaffrey. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Nelson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Packers on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Jim Tomsula says, hey, let's at least get 3 here. From the right hash, this from 33. And this one is right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now they try the right side here. Room here to run. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
And ready now for 2nd and 9.
All right, here we go. Green.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. The Vikings on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. And the wideout in motion. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And some space here. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. And he motions the wide receiver. Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. Play clock winding down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The defense in an enviable position here. The offense needs 13 yards. It's 3rd down.
Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. McCaffrey following the penalty. And now running right through it. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? And almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Packers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 17. Now Rodgers. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
Throwing is Rodgers. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Looking to throw. The left side caught by Diggs. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 18-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And Olsen over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Rodgers going to throw. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Rodgers now to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
Slot man moves right. They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in your offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Now let's go! 3-19! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Detroit! Detroit! Hey, check 24! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Here we go now! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Matt Darr now. He's been terrific so far. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. On second down, McCaffrey. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they? And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. They're in the fourth quarter in Denver. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Come on, let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
A beautiful fake. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Minnesota, it's a 4th win of the campaign as they get to 4-10 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.